Have you ever marveled at the mysterious and diverse world of foxes? These captivating creatures are part of nature's grand tapestry, with a tale as intriguing as their bushy tails. In this video, we are going to delve into the world of foxes, exploring various facets of their existence. Foxes are members of the family Canidae, which also includes familiar faces like dogs, wolves, and other canids. Can you imagine? Your beloved pet rover and the elusive fox in your backyard are distant relatives in the grand scheme of evolution. This video will guide you through the fascinating journey of foxes, from their varied species and distinctive physical characteristics to their global distribution and adaptability. We'll also explore their diet, hunting behavior, social structure, and reproduction. Lastly, we'll delve into their unique adaptations and how they interact with humans in both natural and altered landscapes. Ready to dive deeper into the fascinating world of foxes? Stay tuned! Foxes, a diverse group of mammals, come in various shapes and sizes. Now let's dive into the intriguing world of fox species and their physical characteristics. Foxes belong to the family Canidae, making them distant cousins of wolves, dogs, and other canids. But what's fascinating about foxes is the sheer variety of species within this group. The red fox, for example, is known for its fiery coat and is the largest of the bunch. Then there's the Arctic fox, a resilient creature that thrives in the icy landscapes of the polar regions. In contrast, the fennec fox, the smallest of the fox species, calls the scorching deserts home. Finally, the gray fox, cloaked in a coat of beautiful grays and whites, is a sight to behold in the wild. Each of these species is unique, varying in size, from the petite fennec fox, barely bigger than a house cat, to the red fox, which can grow as large as a medium-sized dog. Now, let's talk about their coats. The red fox, as you might have guessed, sports a beautiful red coat, while the Arctic fox is cloaked in white to blend with the snowy landscapes. The fennec fox's sandy coat is perfect for the desert, and the gray fox, of course, showcases a range of grays and whites. But it's not just about the colors. Foxes are known for their distinctive features that set them apart from other canids. A fox's tail is usually bushy, often serving as a warm cover in cold weather or a signal flag to communicate with other foxes. Their ears are pointed, excellent for picking up the faintest of sounds, and their muzzles are elongated, perfect for sniffing out prey. So, while a red fox might not look much like a fennec fox at first glance, and an Arctic fox might seem worlds apart from a gray fox, they all share these unique physical traits, and that's what makes them unmistakably foxes. Despite their differences, all foxes share some common physical traits that make them unmistakably foxes. Foxes are truly global citizens, found on almost every continent. Their distribution is as diverse as the landscapes they inhabit. Whether it's the dense forests of Europe, the scorching deserts of Africa, or the icy tundras of the Arctic, foxes have learned to make themselves at home. But their adaptability doesn't stop at natural environments. Foxes are equally adept at thriving in human-altered landscapes. They've been spotted in urban areas, making their dens in our backyards, parks, even under our city buildings. This is all thanks to their remarkable adaptability, a trait that has allowed them to survive and thrive in the face of changing and often challenging conditions. Their uncanny ability to adapt has earned them a place in ecosystems across the globe. From the city to the Sahara, the forest to the frozen north, foxes have proven they can live just about anywhere. Foxes aren't just survivors, they're true adapters. Foxes lead interesting lives from what they eat to how they socialize. Now let's delve into their diet and behavior. Foxes are omnivores, with a palate as diverse as their habitats. They feast on a wide variety of foods, from small mammals and birds to insects and fruits. Some even scavenge, making the most of what their environment offers. Their hunting behavior is particularly intriguing. Many fox species are crepuscular or nocturnal, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. These twilight hours are when their prey is most vulnerable, allowing foxes to utilize their sharp senses and stealth to their advantage. Moving on to their social structure, it's fascinating to note that not all foxes live the same way. Some, like the red fox, prefer a solitary life, wandering alone except during the mating season. Others, such as the Arctic fox, often form small family units, living and hunting together. And here's a fun fact: foxes are quite territorial. They mark their territories with scent markings, a sort of keep out sign to other foxes. This behavior is especially prevalent during the breeding season, when males want to secure their mating rights. Speaking of breeding, foxes generally have a mating season that occurs in winter or early spring. After a gestation period of around 2 months, a litter of kits arrives. The size of these litters can vary significantly, ranging from just a few kits to several, depending on the species and environmental conditions. So there you have it. From their omnivorous diet and hunting tactics, to their social structure and territorial instincts, right down to their reproductive habits, foxes lead lives that are as varied and interesting as the landscapes they inhabit. It's clear that there's more to foxes than meets the eye. Stay with us as we explore their unique adaptations and interactions with humans in our next segment. Foxes have developed some unique adaptations to survive, and yes, that includes living alongside us humans. Let's take, for instance, the fennec fox, a creature of the desert. Its large ears aren't just for show, they help regulate body temperature in the scorching heat. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the Arctic fox. This little survivor boasts a thick white fur coat, a perfect insulation against the freezing cold of its habitat. But it's not just the elements foxes have adapted to. Many have become quite comfortable in urban areas, navigating cityscapes as adeptly as forests. However, this proximity to humans has its drawbacks. Some fox species can carry zoonotic diseases, those that can be transmitted to humans. It's a reminder that while we may share our world with these fascinating creatures, we must also respect the boundaries that nature has set. Whether in the wild or in our backyards, foxes continue to intrigue and adapt.